And we are back in Szczecin, Szczecin Paprykarz Open for our PPTQ and Rivals of Excellence Sealed. I'm Piotr and I'm joined here by
Michał, welcome back.
We would like to present you with round 3 of our tournament. Our tournament brought to you by Ultimate Guard, Magic Card Market, MTG Spot, Wrota, Free Blues Club, Pure Value and psychatalk.pl.
Okay, so we are jumping into round 3, game 1. It's a Marek Skrzypkowski versus Bartosz Melka. From what I see, Marek is playing blue-black and Bartosz is playing Mardu colors,
Yes,
so
Mardu
white,
colors.
black, red.
Exactly.
Okay, Marek's starting with the 2-drop, Dinosaur Hunter, aka Rambo.
All right.
Very good against dinosaurs, of course. Might be good as well against vampires, but very interesting block by Marek.
You just traded for the 1-drop.
Yes.
Esper again. And a Chupacabra in hand.
Yes. Tron has been assembled
Yeah.
by Marek.
Does he have a play?
Yes,
He
he
does.
does. Yes, he does. He's playing. Oh, and that's a
Disenchantment.
card you don't want to see.
That's a card that Melka has as well.
Okay,
So,
so we discovered that it's a mirror match apparently, and wow, that's some sick place, you know.
So, what the card does is you may pay,
5 mana and exile target creature, and
and
after
it's
you
just straight up exile. It
Yes.
doesn't come back.
yes, it might come back if you exile 3 of the opponent's creature. Then you might flip the enchantment, and for 5 mana you can cast the exiled creature this way. So very powerful effect. Next to Tetsimok, this card, in my humble opinion, is unfair. I mean, when you see that your opponent is casting this enchantment, you know, your life is getting is going to over very soon.
Yeah, exactly. So, Marek's the first one to put his enchantment to use. So, Bartek played a Sanguine Glorifier, that's a 3/3 vampire. But Marek decided to exile it. And he also has Death Touch Pirate on board. So,
Very strong 2/4 pirate, but as we see, the mirror profane
is on.
procession, procession takes the another victim.
yeah,
and,
and Daring Saboteur is the follow-up play.
and that's very interesting because if you're forced to play against profane procession, what's your game plan?
Like not play creatures?
Yes, I mean, I'm just asking, you know, because there is no easy answer for that. Because okay, you play creatures, your opponent will eat them up, and after that, if he exiled 3 of them, he will turn those creatures against you. So the game plan must contain the future turns, and you need to think about like, okay, what do I want to give to my opponent? Because probably he will flip the land into the land and cast them. So it's very tricky. It's very
Yeah.
tricky. So yeah.
So Melka
I
has
believe
decided- yeah.
Bartosz is thinking about that, and but you know, you have a limited pool of creatures, and it's very hard to navigate your game in the way to to just throw weak creatures first and wait with the better ones. But it's very tricky and very interesting because both of the players have profane procession, and the game will be definitely very interesting.
So Melka's decided that he's fine with his opponent taking his flyer, his Suncrested Pterodon. And I believe that right now he's ahead. The quality of creatures that he has exiled is much higher than what he's given up.
Much higher, I don't know. I mean, it's quite It's the same. I mean, Saboteur might be better late game play, but Bartosz doesn't have the blue mana, so the Saboteur won't have the ability to be unblockable. And on the empty board, it will loot the cards, but if he casts it from the Profane Procession, he will need to get rid of the blockers first. And okay, Marek found the pirate for 5 mana 4/4 with menace and death touch, which says your opponent and you lose life, 1/3 of the life rounded up. Rounded
Yes.
up. But he doesn't have 2 black sources yet, so he will start. Oh, he has actually unknown shores, so he might be able to do that. Let's see.
All right. Here he loses 2 life to the pirate because
Bartosz has 1 more bullet in Profane Procession, so we will see.
so does Marek.
Yes, so we will see. I believe Marek realized that he need to be careful with the creature he put on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to give up like Chupacabra, for
Yes,
example.
yes, that would be disaster. And double kill, you know.
Yeah, we control mirror now. Draw, go. Draw,
It's-
go.
Yes. It's getting, into the control match right
Yep.
now with the 2 processions, and I believe Marek's plan is to deploy 2 mediocre creatures. Mediocre creatures into the battlefield and force Bartosz to exile one of those.
Yep.
And then follow up with the pirate for 4. And that's what I would do. And it's not the easy way, of course. You need to be very, very careful. And Bartosz, on the other hand, gathered a couple of creatures as well, and that's a very good play because since he has 8 mana,
He can pump
available.
this little
Yes.
raptor.
Yes, he can pump the guy twice, and
Suddenly he pumps in 7 damage? Or is it
yes.
Yeah.
Twice will be 7. Okay, so Marek just
decided to pull the trigger?
Yes, he was bited by this creature, and he will be now able to cast the Bartosz creatures. So Bartosz now has the opportunity to steal one of Marek's creature, but it depends what Marek will bring
Yeah,
to
exactly.
the battlefield.
So let's see. Is it time to pull the trigger on the big pirate? The name of that card. The name of the card is. Oh my God! It's not. It's not here.
Direfleet Ravager.
Direfleet Ravager. Okay.
Oh, Marek did the same.
So he.
No, he just he casted it.
Oh.
He casted it, and that's the same thing as Bartosz would have problems with casting the Daring Saboteur. He can't activate the 1/2.
Yeah, he has no red mana, so he's safe in that regard.
I'm not sure if I wasn't more keen to destroy this creature instead of exiling it, but I'm not sure if Marek drew the Impale yet. So
So a pirate's prize now for Marek. A treasure and 2 cards. We see that he also has this this flyer, this blue-white flyer that grows with each attack step with ascent. Is
the parrot.
No,
It's a parrot. Yes, it's
parrot.
Yeah, I mean it looks like parrot, but
Okay.
it's
Resplendent Griffin, I believe.
it's a multicolored. Yes, resplendent griffin.
Yeah. Parrot. Okay, we will refer to it as Parrot
Yes,
from now on.
blue,
Because we can.
white, blue. Yes, because we can,
Yeah.
of course. Blue, white parrot.
Growing with each attack step if you have the city's blessing. Alright, Melka's developing his board, all the time leaving up 5 mana for activation of his last
Profane Procession.
Profane Procession, yeah. Bullet. And on the end step, yeah. The Glorifier comes down. They're going to have problems after this game.
What do you mean?
They use the same sleeves.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, which creature is yours, which creature is mine?
I believe red creature will be easy
Melka's,
to
Yeah, but what about the Glorifiers? They might have them both. Okay.
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 Marek remember that.
Keeping track of it, okay.
Marek remember that it's not of one of his creatures, and Marek has a lot of options right now. If I was in his shoes, I wouldn't do that. I would keep that until after Bartosz deploys one more creature under the Profane Procession, flip it, and try to cast one of Marek's creature. Then, if Marek would bounce it, it would go back to his hand. So I believe that would be better play. And after I attacked, I rather play the 2-1 Shipwrecked Looter. But that's fine. Bartosz, yeah, has a couple of threats as well. It's not going to fast any soon, I believe. And he's countering this. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Well, he might as well. He's got a lot of options anyway, and he's got lots of removal.
I
doesn't
don't know
expect
if
anything else.
I don't know if I would put the forest. I rather have it to
As
to
a
loot
surprise
it.
factor.
Yes, to loot it.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah, sure.
if I was in the Marek's place, I rather see the possibility to loot this.
So, this is the right time to deploy the Ravager.
Yeah. Okay. Both of the players are losing 1/3 of their lives.
Yep.
And
So Marek will lose 6, Bartek will lose 5.
Czyli ciebie 5, tak? Byliśmy na 10?
Tak. Wystarczysz na 6 do 12.
Tak.
Do you think this is a good target to exile? With
the
Profane
Ravager.
Procession? Yeah.
The Ravager.
I mean, it's a menace creature.
Yes, it's a menace creature, but Bartosz, if he will play this, he might grave himself. You know.
Yeah, he might die accidentally.
Yes, he will lose the life as well. So, given the fact that Marek has more creatures, much more creatures than Bartosz, I would be very cautious doing that. So, yeah, Marek has clean attacks now. I would be happy to trade with 3-2 and clean the Bartosz board.
Znaczy nie skończyłem, tylko...
What's in Marek's hand he wants to cast? Does he want to cast the... Okay,
he just pumps
he's pumping. He's pumping.
4 do 7.
Oh, so he takes Melka down to 3.
Interesting.
I
Się zabijmy.
mam drugim.
Yeah, now comes the looter.
Mhm.
Crow.
Dobra.
I discard.
Okay,
what do you want to
Marek
reveal?
is
In driver's seat firmly.
he has Impale, he has contract killing. I don't think
On są strzelać.
I don't think Bartosz can get back to the game in this state.
Yeah. Might be just too late. I mean, he has luminous bonds. He has one shot left in his profane procession. There are ways he could pull out.
Okay, so basically he can. Oh, he has divine verdict as well. So he can cast everything, I believe. Yes, he has 3 for luminous bonds, 4 for divine verdict, and 1 for
Slash of talents.
Slash of Talons. So actually, this is looking better than I thought for
Yeah?
Bartosz, and
I mean, it's Melka. He always has the right combination of cards. For
in the right time.
Yeah,
In the right time. Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
He's just a lucky guy.
Yeah. So when Marek's attacks, Bartosz will be able to destroy all the creatures, and from this spot, Bartosz will be able to exile anything from next coming creatures from Marek's side, and will be able to go back to the game. We will see.
Let's see. The draw step is a swamp. I just wouldn't put it down. Okay, let's see now. Goes to combat. Oh,
Okay,
goes for the
he's
exile.
taking Ravager. Okay.
yeah. I mean, he only loses 1 life versus Marek's 4, right?
Yes, and Slash of Talons for the last mana. That's so
Yeah.
sick place. Surprise, surprise. Yes. Actually, I didn't notice that Marek can pump the dinosaur. I forgot about the Profane Procession. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool, so
Okay.
that's a nice find, let's say, for Marek.
And a Windstrider, is it? Or what was the name of this creature?
Spirewinder.
Spiderwinder.
Yes, Spirewinder type.
Okay, so it's a 2/3 flyer,
Mhm.
but with City's Blessing becomes a 3/4. So decent.
Yeah. Okay, what's Marek? I'm sorry, Bartosz play now. He has Divine Verdict in his hand, so he can deal easily with the flyer, and 2 removal for Marek, plus the 2/5 flying under the procession.
Yep.
I believe Marek wants in the... Okay, he can't. The Profane Procession land is tapped, so he can't revive the creature in the end of his turn. So his plan probably is to cast it in the main phase.
Now I need to check the ruling on one thing.
Which one? I might...
Profane
Maybe I can help you.
So Profane Procession, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says return creature, right? Exiled with Profane Procession, right?
Yes.
So can Melka return a creature that Marek has exiled with Profane Procession?
You know, that's a good question, but I believe there is a wording on the Profane Procession that says you can revive the cards, exile it this way.
Okay.
So if this way means
Alright.
that you have to
Use
actually this permanent
procession.
or any Profane Procession, but that's an interesting question.
You know, you don't think about this because you rarely see.
Yeah, to Profane Procession on
Yeah.
both sides. That's
Yeah.
right.
And
Okay.
Divine Verdict skills the.
Spirewinder, and Marek is left with 2 remove. Oh my God, Marek has Tendershoot Dryad.
Again,
Wow.
the third one.
Okay, so in each round we see the Dryad in the player's pool, which is very, very suspicious, don't you? Won't you say, Piotr?
It is. Okay, so the wording is put a creature card exiled with this permanent.
This
onto-
permanent.
Yeah,
Okay, so no more
yeah.
doubts. You can do funky stuff and revive the creature from your opponent's profane procession.
That would be sick.
That would be, I would say, interesting.
Yeah, it
Not
would
sick.
add
Yes.
another dimension to all
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. Okay,
Tools.
but the Dryad is
needs
super strong late game card.
Needs to be answered right away.
Unanswered ends the game very quickly, and let's see what Bartosz got in store. You know,
Yeah.
as far as I have seen, he doesn't have any more removal, so I don't know. Maybe he will dig for something from the looter, because right now, if the profane procession is flipped, he will have access to 1 blue mana, so he can attack
Mm-hmm.
and try to loot and try to dig for some answers. But
Uh-huh.
you know, he is on the 3 life and the clock is ticking. So
Yeah.
Bartosz, you need to hurry up. That's not the card.
He's on 2 life actually after casting this Ravager. What he could do is actually raise. I mean, Ravager is a 4/4 with menace. I mean,
Okay.
I would just attack.
Yeah, but he will revive the flyer and end the game on the spot.
Yeah. Didn't think about that. My bad.
Okay, so Ravenous Chupacabra comes into play, or contract killing,
No, just don't show.
or Impale. What do you want? You know,
Yeah,
you can
you have so
choose.
many options.
Yes, you can choose anything you want. So
Melka just scoops it up.
yeah, scoops it up, and GG is called, and we are going to the game number 2.
Exactly.
Marek Skrzypkowski managed to win,
To pull off.
to pull off the final trigger.
Yeah.
And but you know, the start of the game was very interesting. Both of the players started with the profane procession, and that gave us, you know, a lot of action.
Yeah,
And
indeed.
yeah, no one expected
Yeah.
Spain expedition.
Yeah. Spanish.
Spanish.
Nobody expected Spanish Inquisition.
Yes, exactly.
All right.
Okay, the players will now.
Consult their sideboards.
Yes, Bartosz. What should I put in? What should I
Is-
put in?
Is his bag his deck box?
Yeah.
Is a bag a legal deck box?
Yeah, Bartosz, you should maybe try to borrow from other players some cards. You know, what can you do against so many removal that Marek has?
Yeah.
Profane Procession, Contract Killing, Impale, Ravenous Chupacabra,
It's
and
just a lot.
as a cherry on the top, the Dryad in the end of the curve. You know, it's come on, man,
Yeah, it's
it's
a
unfair.
yeah, it's a 4-color deck. I mean, it's a 4-color deck that somehow managed to go to undefeated right now.
Yeah.
Up until now.
Yeah, I'm not
and
surprised.
stylish Biedronka bag
Yes.
for Melka.
Bartosz is always
Setting the trends.
setting the trends and searching for new trends and trying to stay on the, you know.
And you can also see he is wearing one of our new team t-shirts.
Yes, team t-shirt, MTG Spot plus Paprykarz Szczeciński team.
Yes.
With the name on it, of course. Very nice t-shirts.
They have their premiere today.
Yeah.
Guess what? Guess what? Melka actually also has a Planeswalker.
Oh, right. We talked before the game that he is in possession of Ungrat,
Yes,
the
he is.
red black Planeswalker, and yeah, if he could play the Planeswalker in the last game, you know, things could change. You know, it removes the creature with power 3 or less, and removes the card from the player's hands. So that might be that could have been you know, a solution for his problems, but you know, it's very hard to play against 3 or 4 removals. So
Yeah, exactly.
okay, so players are shuffling up. Bartosz will of course start the game. For those who just tuned in, this is PPTQ sealed in Szczecin.
With 62
With
players.
62 players. It's Paprykarz Open, that's the name you see on the banner. And it's held in Szczecin, in Poland, with very big prize pool.
Yes, we
Uh,
have over 5,000 zlotys.
So
That's about 1,200 euros, I believe, in prize support.
in
so
price, so that's very very nice and not usual for the PPTQs normally.
But our tournament organizer, Maciej Myszkowiak, has
Tak.
taken great care of us.
Yes, he's a great guy with great abilities. He can make tournaments
Mhm.
as we have never seen before. So big shout out to him for,
Yes,
for making
exactly.
it happen.
But it would not be possible without our sponsors, which he convinced to work with us.
Yes.
And the main sponsor is Ultimate Guard. The Ultimate Guard are joined by Magic Card Market, MTG Spot, Wrota, Free Blues Club, Pure Value, and Psychotog.pl.
Yes.
All of them have given us a lot. They have been supporting us for a long time, and we are very thankful to them.
Yes, it's no different today. We are very thankful. Thank you for believing in us, in our tournament.
Yes.
And yeah, okay, let's jump to the game number 3. And sorry, it's a game number 2. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay, it's a decent 6-card hand for Melka. He even has a dual land, so
Dragon Skull Summit.
yeah.
Okay, so
There is the procession.
yes, first.
So-
Okay, but I see that Marek has procession too.
Oh
I
God,
believe. Yes?
not again.
Yes. Okay, so
He doesn't have mana for it
yes,
though.
and it doesn't have the white. Either it doesn't have the black. So I believe Bartosz will be faster in this one, and he will start to
Yeah,
stealing creatures from.
we are mono blue right now. Is it going to be just a Siren Lookout? Or a Sailor of Means.
Okay, but you know the problem is that Profane Procession requires a mana to activate. So
Yeah.
if you cast it from treasure,
It's
you won't-
actually useless,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, you won't be able to activate it next turn. So okay, so he managed to draw the green one, but it's not so.
One of.
Yes, one of. Yes, exactly one of, and.
So at least he can cast his Dryad. I mean, Dryad is decent, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's very decent. very.
It's very good actually.
Yeah, but Bartosz already played the Profane Procession, so playing Dryad.
Didn't follow it up with a land though.
It might not be an option. If I was Marek, I would start with Siren's Lookout and explore, and if I hit the land, I would put it instead of forest, but it's a detail, you know.
Yeah. I'll just block.
Okay, I don't know. I think he wants to deploy the 4-drop. Or Charter Course.
Charter Course,
Yes,
maybe,
Charter
yeah.
Course. Yes, Charter Course is the play. Haven't seen that.
Okay. It's not?
Okay.
I don't understand that attack at all. I mean, it's just a discard.
Yeah, now he will play Charter Course, but
okay.
he could done this turn much better. He could not sacrifice the treasure because he might need that later on. Okay, Bartosz is stuck on lands. I mean, is stuck
Still
on,
stuck
still,
on lands.
yeah, still stuck on lands, and Marek has the window to you know, to try to raise Bartosz.
The life totals have equalized, and now
What would be the play?
I would deploy the Siren Lookout. It's just so good.
Yeah, he need to be careful because he has profane procession. So
Yeah.
I would try to be cautious with deploying
Big
big
creatures,
threats. Yes. Okay, I think that Bartosz has the answer for the opponent's procession in the form of destroying enchantment for 1 generic mana and 1 colorless.
Cleansing Ray.
Cleansing Ray, exactly.
Alright.
So that's a big thing.
Dual shot the Sailor of Me. All right, and the Raptor Companion to follow it up.
Yeah. Okay. What's the play? Okay, so
We have all 4 colors.
yes, the
Finally.
quadruple throne has been assembled.
Yeah.
And Marek is thinking about playing the procession.
I mean, it's a very ambitious mana base. What I can say is just.
You know, you
Does
can.
he have any? Does he have any fixing?
Yeah,
Has one
Sailor of Means, you know.
Sailor of Means and unclaimed territory. I mean, that's not a lot.
Yes, that's ambitious. I have to agree with you. This is you know, this is not something I'll do
Yeah.
because
I don't expect it to work.
yes, too often you will be
Stuck on
stuck on
something.
lands and having trouble to cast everything you want in each turn. So the game like this, when the opponent is struggling with the mana and with playables, that's very good for you. But very often you will be forced to play against fast decks, and that matchup would be very bad for you.
All right.
Tak, przepraszam, sorry.
Yeah. should have done.
Okay, so cleansing ray into procession. That's
Take it out of the equation.
Yeah.
And it's done. Now, when you face those kinds of enchantment lands, do you board in Field of Ruin?
Field of Ruins. You know, it really depends on the flip card, because Field of Ruin destroys the land. So most of the enchantments and cards have to flip first.
Yeah,
But before
yeah,
they
of course.
flip, they are doing something. Like Profane Procession, for example. You know,
Damages you a lot.
the damage is done already, as
Yeah.
they say, so it won't work perfectly. But Galeon, for example, the 2/10 creature that flips into the land,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
the Field of Ruin is perfect target for this land. So it really depends what my opponent is showing. So yeah.
All right.
But that's the sideboard card to consider if your opponent is showing such cards.
And Melka's still stuck on lands.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lands for Marek already. Marek,
Has not ascended yet.
yes. But you know, Bartosz is having Profane Procession, which can trigger right away. So it's not like Marek is in big advantage right now. Yeah, so Slash of Talons. Okay. Marek is not thinking about his looting effects.
Not at all.
The same goes in this game. So yeah, what you gonna do, man? He didn't think this through. He should know that keeping lands in hand sometimes pays off with such effects like loot, and instead of putting them on the battlefield, you know, you can loot them for a better card.
All right, and Melka deployed 2/2. Or
3/3. It's a 3/3.
dinosaur.
It's
Yes.
3/3 which
Has
must
to block
yes.
and attack every turn if possible.
Yes, and right now what I would do, I would attack with the Spirewinder and bounce the creature and because he he has done that, so that's fine. Bartosz is now in trouble, even though he can exile one of the
Cannot.
creatures.
It costs 5 to do that.
Oh yes. Okay, thanks for clearing that up. I was still talking about that he can do that, but
Yeah.
actually he can't because it cost 5 mana, not 3.
Yeah,
I was
it's
I
3
was
to cast and then 5.
Okay, okay.
I just realized
okay.
myself.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah. So yeah. So that means Bartosz is in big trouble.
Yeah.
I think he's almost dead, you know. In this case.
Suddenly, yeah.
Yes. Suddenly we just realized that Bartosz
Yes,
is
because
in big
the
trouble.
next time Marek attacks, he's going to attack for 6 and
11.
Yeah, that's too much.
Yes,
that's too much,
That's
man.
11. That's too much. The only play Bartosz can make is put the 2-1 on the battlefield and trade with the 3-2. And get for 8.
Yeah.
So in the next turn he's dead on board. So
It doesn't look pretty.
So for every fan of Bartosz, we have bad news. I don't see the Settle the Wreckage on the list. So anyway, it would. Okay. Oh my God. Another nail in the coffin
Impale.
for Bartosz, and he scoops up, and yeah, that's the game.
Yeah, there's the handshake.
2-0, 2-0 for Marek. Unfortunately, Bartosz was a little bit unlucky with the
Yeah,
lands he
getting
drew,
stuck on lands,
and he was
yeah.
stuck a lot. So
To było naprawdę
yeah.
Yeah.
mocno.